What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Catacombs. So I got a clip here about Baltimore City right now. I used to live in the city, and I have to admit, man, there's just certain areas in the city that just aren't being properly invested in. And I used to ride the metro while I was there. They have one metro line, and I think I paid to ride that metro maybe two or three times. The majority of the time that I'm talking about daily riding this metro. It was the little doors or whatnot was open. No one paid. I saw like dozens and dozens of people, including myself. Like, why would I pay? And even when you try to use your credit card to like put money on your Metro card, the damn machines didn't work. Apparently, I talked to one of the information people, and they told me the operating system that these money things to put money on your card was like using Windows 2000 or something. Like how to what you are a major American city and you can't get your payment method you can't get your payment systems in order so you can actually generate revenue so you can make proper improvements. That's crazy. And the money that you do collect, we're about to find out that they've been paying a bunch of people like crazy salaries. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna let it play. Let it play. Let's just here we go.
Over $12 million in Baltimore City taxpayer money was used to pay for more than 150 employees in Mayor Scott's office in 2024. A handful of those employees made significantly more than Maryland's top leader, Governor Moore, and still do.
How does that happen? How do you make more money than the governor? You are a city employee. How do you make more money than the governor? It's one thing to get overtime. I get it. But doesn't the Maryland governor make like 200K a year? Like how the hell did you make more money than the governor? You are a city employee. Baltimore ain't New York. It ain't Chicago. It ain't LA. It ain't that. It's big, but the population ain't there for you to be. The tax revenue can't possibly be there. So like, what's happening? Let's see what they say.
Two nonprofits that track taxpayer dollars tell Spotlight on Maryland's Tessa Bentulin why this is not only concerning but irresponsible spending.
Some of the top paid Baltimore City officials work directly under Mayor Brandon.
Yo, hold on a second. doesn't he look like a Static Shock villain? Like he's one of them bang babies. Like he was downtown when the thing blew up and the dust hit him. Yeah, he's a Static Shock villain, man. He's a bang baby.
Scott, the salaries of these high.
Look at the damn numbers. Everybody's damn near everybody's 200K except for this guy. This Matthew guy, interim deputy director, whatever the hell he's doing. Everybody has over $200,000 salaries. That's crazy. And they're just a couple of people. They say they went through $12 million in paying salaries. That's wow, man.
Earners in the mayor's office range from 237,000 to 196,000 in 2024. And this year, salaries all well into the 200,000s range. Compared to Governor Moore's salary at 188,000 last year, it rose to 192,000 in 2025. Mayor Scott also out-earns the governor with a salary of almost 215,000.
Why, Sway? Not how, but why, Sway? Why? That's what I want to know. Why, Sway?
The nonprofit Open the Books estimates a total of 397 Baltimore City employees had gross pay higher than Moore's 2024 salary, mostly because of overtime for short-staffed police and fire departments. It's not unusual to see staffers out-earn an elected official. 12 people in the governor's office also had higher wages than Moore in 2024. But Jeremy Portnoy, investigative journalist with Open the Book, says what is concerning is the amount of people making more.
What makes Baltimore stand out there? I think it's how long this has been an issue and how high the top salaries have become.
The city population has declined by about 50,000 residents.
That's what I'm talking about. The city is this is a city that should be able to hold over 1 million people. It should be over 1 million people. So that means their tax revenue is way low. And where the hell are they finding this money at to pay all these people over $200,000 salaries? I don't get it. You know, that no wonder like some of the shit that I've been seeing when I lived in the city it just didn't make any sense. Like, how is this not being funded? How is this not being picked up or cleaned up? How is this not being done? How do you have a metro, man? Again, how do you have a metro and your your payment system isn't compatible with banks, so people can't use their credit cards to put more money on you have to use cash, which I understand. I'm cool with using cash, but I mean, god damn, man, it's 2025, almost 2026, and you telling me that your the operating system is 20 something years old? You can't get that straight? Are you kidding me?
over the past 15 years. David Williams, president of Taxpayers Protection Alliance, calls the high salaries excessive.
And the number of people that are receiving these salaries in a city that is struggling financially. Every year, the city has a deficit they have to deal with, and usually they raise taxes and fees on citizens.
Baltimore City's current budget is $4.6 billion to close an $85 million deficit without raising property taxes. The budget includes several fee increases. These include a 20% hike in ambulance transport fees and a rise in landfill tipping fees from $67.50 to $135 per ton.
This is a
So they raising prices on everything that matters. Everything that matters, they're raising prices instead of saying, you know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and bring them salaries down, or no one's getting a raise for the next 5 years until we get this shit under control. No one's getting a raise. Like what? Like, come on! Like, look at the 20% hike on ambulance transportation fees. When I was in the city, I heard them sirens going often. Often, they just want to rake in money on people who are suffering. Really? And landfill tipping fees, whatever the fuck that is, I don't even understand that. I mean, you want to increase how much you're, you're increasing the amount to clean your streets. I mean, I took the bus in I took the regular bus in Baltimore, and some of the shit that I seen just riding around and getting to my destination. I don't know where this would like. Why would you charge? I don't get how this is gonna. This doesn't make sense because it was, there's just certain parts of the city that was horrible. Like, I mean, let's keep going.
long-term fiscal problem because the more salaries and more people you have making these excessive salaries, it's going to be a huge financial burden on the city for many years to come.
One notable salary comparison is Mayor Scott's chief of staff, Calvin Young. He currently makes nearly $55,000 more than President Trump's chief of staff.
Yeah, I think we need a whole Doge department going to every single major American city. Doge need to just go in and say, okay, everybody, this, that, and third needs. No, you can't do this. This got to be cut. That got to be cut. You're fired, and you're fired. I think that really does need to happen in every single major American city.
Susie Wiles. Spotlight on Maryland asked the mayor's office, what do they say to taxpayers who say they aren't seeing big enough investments in their communities? In a
Exactly.
statement, the office said, quote, Mayor Scott is incredibly proud of his record of investing in Baltimore, delivering the largest budget ever for Baltimore City Public Schools, a 40% budget increase from Baltimore City Rec and Parks since he first took office, and historic funding for public safety programs that have brought crime to a 50-year low. Tessa Bentulin, Spotlight on Maryland.
I'm Mary Bubala.
Yeah, I just gonna stop that. It's it's I just it's just frustrating because again, I lived in that city. The city does have a charm to it. That's their slogan. Charm city or whatnot, and it does have a charm to it. But there's no way in hell that those salaries are justified based off how the city looks. how it's just not properly maintained. The only areas that look good are the areas that were just freshly built. Um, it's a shame. It's a shame, and it really should be investigated. These people should be making that much money. Period. I mean, there's so much more that those couple $1 million, those millions of dollars could be going towards to fixing this, that, and the third. I just it's incredible. The amount of waste that's happening in these cities, man, is just absolutely appalling. Um, but anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. Until the next one, y'all be easy.